Hi, hey, this is John Valle. I want to talk to you a little bit about NLP in business. Considering the fact, first of all, I've been doing business things for years and years and years. I tell stories in my seminars that are true. You know, I was a little entrepreneur when I was probably about 13 or so, you know. I was buying things and selling them, making money on them and things like that. And when I was younger, you see, my parents, they both worked really hard. My dad probably worked maybe 3 jobs at any given time. My mom probably worked 2 jobs at any given time. And that was really just so that we could have a decent life, let's say. And I thought, I'm not going to want to work that hard as they have, and there's got to be other ways of making money. So that's what I did when I was really, really young. Then, of course, I had to get a real job after a little while, things like that, and that was okay. I finally got out of school, got out of college, started doing some other things, worked for some companies. I've got a lot of experience in business. The day I tripped over NLP, and I do mean tripped over it, because I really wasn't looking for anything special. I was just looking at brochures because I was a part of the American Society Training and Development. And one of these brochures came past my desk and it said NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, which I thought was a mouthful. And I decided to go to a one-day program to find out what it was about. And I thought, wow, this stuff is really great. So I bought some of the earlier books, but those were all about therapy changes and things like that, which were pretty good. And some of them were about language. Now, I was always fascinated by language. Even when I was young in school, I liked diagramming sentences. I don't even know if you remember what that is or even experience what that is. But I had an appreciation for language. So then what happened is I started taking some of the things I was learning in those earlier books, because I was working inside a corporation, and I had to take those things and try to use them in business, because I thought, hey, there are people in business. How do I get to use these things in a corporate environment? You know, some of the simple language things that can affect change. And that's exactly what I did. So I'm about to tell you something. If you're going to go learn NLP and how to use it in business, you want to go to someone who actually has business experience and can prove that they've had a pretty good experience in business, and they have some success, they have some results, things that they can prove that they've actually done. I've got lots and lots of experience, I have to tell you. But I know lots of other people have lots of experience too in business, because without the real life experience, you know, listen, I went to college too. You know, I got an MBA, whoopee, you know. And people say, what did you learn? I said, I learned how to get an MBA. That's really what I learned, okay? And I didn't even have to take that many credits, because I had a lot of experience and a lot of credits in undergrad school, all right? So I don't even want to talk about that so much. But I know lots of people who don't have experience in business. You know, they've got different kinds of degrees and things like that. There's nothing wrong with those, but have they been able to apply them in a real life job? Because if they haven't been able to do that, how are they going to be able to teach you how to use NLP in business? Okay, I've worked with unions. Okay, I've worked with all women environment. Okay, this is some of my past experiences. I've worked in corporate America. I've then translated this into being able to consult to some other major companies, Fortune 500 companies that I've worked with. Experience counts. Believe me when I tell you this. You know, you can learn, I said this before, you can learn by going to school, but you're going to learn and you're going to become educated. You go out and have real life experience, then you're going to be able to be smart. Because the smart people are the people who get results, okay? The important part is that you can take the skills you learn and get results. So if you're going to go learn anything from anybody, I teach leadership skills. People don't even know how to teach leadership skills. You can watch someone and how they are leading people to do things, and you can find out what are the pieces that are missing. That's pretty simple to do. You don't have to go to a leadership seminar necessarily, although some of them are pretty good. You're not going to know what's the best thing for the person to do unless you have, well, here's what they ought to be doing against here's what they're doing. Where's the gap in there, and what NLP skills can fulfill that need? It's real simple to do if you have the skills. You have to have the skills, because the skills, number one, buy you credibility. That's number one. Because when you can use the skills that you're teaching, then that makes more sense to people. If you can't demonstrate the skills, okay? If you can't demonstrate the skills you're teaching people, you're going to lose credibility with them, plain and simple. How's their business running? How's your business running? Okay, how much money are you making? Not that money is all that much important. Okay, are you satisfied with the amount of money you're making? That's the real question. Okay, are you making enough money? Are you behind in making bill payments? You know, are you behind in making your house payments? Things like this. That's really the important part about making the money part. All right, that's just one indicator of success. Getting results is really the key. And what I focus on is, what are the results that you want to get? What are the results you want to achieve? And we're not talking about how much money in the bank or having a red testosterosa, that's right, I call it a testosterosa, in the driveway, okay? Those are like the gift. Those are like the results of getting results, behavioral results, all right? In other words, you have to be able to do something to earn enough money so that you can buy a red testosterosa, okay? Having the red testosterone doesn't mean anything because people can take it away from you. Now, the result would be, can you generate those skills to earn more money to get another testosterone if perhaps some reason somebody took it away from you? They can never take away what's in your mind. Remember that. No one can ever take away the skills you have up here and how you can manifest those skills out here in order to keep getting the results you want, all right? Make sure you go to someone who knows what they're doing because they've demonstrated results in their own life, not something on paper. Doesn't make any sense to me, okay? Anyway, hey, I'll see you at another time. Come on back, see us. Come to one of our seminars if you like, all right? Learn some real life skills, things that you didn't learn back when you were little guy, little girl in school, okay? Thank you so much. See you soon.